That's not all. Some new documents were released today in a civil suit that were amended this morning, and it involves some serious allegations, including not only against Diddy, but against his son.
The feds are so deep and involved in this that Diddy just might be called up on that Tupac shit.
States working in tandem, and they did not tell the officers who they were raiding. They went in tactical as they were instructed to. They didn't know they was raiding Diddy's house. The higher ups didn't tell anybody because they knew, with Diddy being a Fed informant, that he had people in the force and they wanted to make sure that went through legit. So they ain't tell nobody whose houses they was going to.
What they're looking for, because it was going on the premises of sex trafficking. They're looking for pictures of girls that may appear to be underage.
Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want to adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out.
Girl, the streets are talking, and they're saying some wild stuff about Diddy. All know Shan Coles, right, the rap mogul producer and all-around music industry, big shot well Chile. Some shocking allegations just dropped, and it's got everyone's jaws on the floor. Word is there's some body cam footage floating around that's got Diddy in hot water. And we're not talking about a little splash. This is full and boiling tea. The accusations, let's just say they involve his adopted daughter. And some seriously messed up stuff. Now, I know y'all are dying to know what's on that footage. Trust me, it's juicy. And we're going to spill all the tea, but first let's break down why these allegations are such a big deal. Diddy's always been in the spotlight, but this could change everything.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Eva Baroni Combs? Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. Please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and to come inside and play with his kids.
Ava, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody, we want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids, Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So just clarify it, because it's crazy out here online. So I played with the kids, and I got permission from your mother, and to say all of that, just make it, because it's crazy out here.
Well, I met Jesse and Delilah when I was 6 months old.
6 months.
And then we basically are sisters, all four of us. So,
6 months.
I always come over.
Yeah. And it's Ava Baroni Combs.
All right, let's get into this body cam footage that's got everybody talking. The streets are saying it leaked from someone inside the police department. But child, nobody's owning up to it. You know how it goes. Everybody wants to spill the tea, but nobody wants to get caught with the kettle. So what's on this video that's got Diddy sweating? Girl, it's not pretty from what we're hearing. It shows some seriously sketchy stuff going down at one of Diddy's famous parties. The camera's all shaky. But you can see Diddy's adopted daughter looking real uncomfortable surrounded by older men, and Diddy, he's right there acting like it's all good.
I give my opinion. I just want to say this before we get started, Art, is that, a lot of people think I came here to bring a black man down. And that's what I hear in the comments a whole lot. But it was nothing like that. You know, a black man didn't cuss a dead man's mother out. A black man didn't set his friends up and put them in a situation where they couldn't come home to their families no more. A black man didn't reach back and help the people that helped them make it up the ladder. It was Puffy. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of Puffy going on different platforms talking about how he loved the people that we was all with, how he loved the people that helped him, when in fact, none of that stuff was true. So my whole thing about it is, man, I appreciate your platform for letting me, you know, voice my opinion. And like I said, opinions like an asshole. Some of these cats out here get paid for their asshole. I get paid to give my opinion.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I mean, yeah, you just on here giving your opinion, man. I mean, you was one of the people that was real close to the situation, so why not?
Thank you, I appreciate that.
So with that being said, right, the last interview me and you did was a day after the raid. And when you look at everything now, man, how you feel about everything? It's been like a week, you know, you knowing Diddy, you being around Diddy. Could you ever imagine that his houses would get raided for sex trafficking?
Bruh, you can't imagine no stuff like that. You understand? You can't think that, because back then, he wasn't Brother Love. He was Puffy. All the way up until he became Diddy. So his behavior over the years has changed. And the behavior that he shows now, and that he has shown by being Brother Love, I couldn't imagine that the police would be raiding him for sex trafficking? Nah, bruh. I couldn't imagine that. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't him back then. He's a totally different person that he became. If you've seen him on other platforms, you know, inviting men to party with him, inviting men to go shopping with him. You understand? That wasn't Puffy. That wasn't Diddy. That was Brother Love and Love.
How you feel about all the people that's wondering why haven't any of Diddy big name friends came out to defend him?
Because either two things that I believe. Either they know some of the stuff is true, either they took part in some of the stuff that happened.
Now I know what you're thinking. Could this be fake? Some haters trying to bring Diddy down. But here's the thing, the police ain't denying it's real, they're just mad it got out, and let me tell you, if it was fake, Diddy's lawyers would be shouting it from the rooftops. The implications of this footage, they're huge. We're talking career ending, maybe even freedom ending for Diddy. If what's on that tape is true, it's not just about bad behavior at a party, it's about exploiting a young woman, his own adopted daughter, for crying out loud. But hold up, we got to talk about why this footage is such a big deal beyond just what's on it. See, Diddy's been untouchable for years. He's got money, power, connections, the whole package. But this video, it's like kryptonite to his Superman image. And it's not just about Diddy. This whole mess is shining a light on some dark corners of the entertainment industry. People are asking questions they didn't dare ask before. Who knew what? How long has this been going on? And most importantly, who else might be involved now? I know some of y'all are going to say, but what if it's not real? What if it's all a big misunderstanding? And girl, I hear you. In this day and age with all the tech out there, anything's possible.
Are they scared that it may mess up their brand? See, nobody wants to be in contact with anybody that allegedly was sex trafficking. You see what the WWF did to Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon was one of those people that was called for sex trafficking. We don't hear a lot about it because he gave up the company, he did what he was supposed to do, and he became Ghost. But now you see they trying to do the same thing to Puffy. They trying to make him or hip hop the face of sex trafficking, like they was going to do to WWF at one time. Because that was a big story. So a lot of his people that know him, a lot of the people that been in those parties and seen probably some unscrupulous that went down and was like, ooh, I was there. I hope they don't got me on tape. They feeling a certain way. So they're not going to speak on nothing until they've been approached with something. You got to realize when Homeland Security get their evidence together, they're going to send agents out. You understand? They might send an agent out to me. Yo, what do you know? What have you heard? What have you seen? What's been going on? You know what I'm saying? You know, did this happen when you was around him? Did this happen back in the day? That's what they're gonna wanna know. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna send investigators out. They're gonna send people out for anybody that they can get some information from to help their case. So those celebrities ain't gonna say nothing. You know, you got your man Stevie J speaking on it right now. He'll be one of the first dudes that they'll probably pull to the side and say, yo, well, you say that your man, I heard you on TMZ say that he never did this and he never did that, but ain't this you? If those pictures or those films or anything like that exists, you know what I'm saying? That's what they pay those agents to do. So, of course, I don't believe that none of the people who are his celebrity friends is going to speak or say nothing until they're either contacted or they know what they really.
But let me tell you something, real or fake, this video is causing real damage. The authenticity of the footage is a whole other kind of worms. Some folks are saying it looks too grainy, too shaky to be real police body cam footage. Others are swearing up and down it's the real deal. But here's the tea, whether it's 100% legit or not, it's out there now and people are believing it. And let's be real for a second, even if this particular video turns out to be fake, is stirring up a lot of old rumors and whispers about Diddy. You know how they say there's no smoke without fire? Well, honey, right now is looking like a whole forest fire around Diddy's reputation. So what's next? Well, that's the million-dollar question. Isn't it? The streets are buzzing, the lawyers are circling, and Diddy, he's keeping real quiet. But one thing's for sure, this story ain't going away anytime soon. The tea is hot, it's spilling everywhere, and everybody's waiting to see who's going to get burned.
There was a song by the Floaters back in the day that we grew up on. Float, float on. Y'all remember that? And my name is Larry, and I'm a Sagittarius. And I like a woman who loves everything and everybody. That's pretty much what he was doing, y'all. And this young lady was used to doing. I know he had his other kids doing it and saying all of that. But y'all see what he said? Did y'all really catch what he said? He picked me up off the streets. 1 minute, then he goes and say, because I was on the streets, living on the streets. Then the next minute he's telling her, oh no, say your parents' name, you know, your other parents' name. That's the confusion right there, just in those statements. But a billionaire picking up a little white girl off the streets and adopting her and calling her his own to come home and play with my kids? Oh, man. Y'all can't see this is trafficking? Okay, all right. Okay, he just helping out a nice little white girl that needed some, a family. Okay. Okay. Come on, y'all. Y'all smarter than this. Y'all smarter than this. The way that young girl was talking and looking in the camera and all of that, she had did it before. They were doing that. That's how you shop people to pedophiles and people. We know she used the name of a person. Y'all know what they say about people that are Sagittarius. They freaky as a motherfucker, right? So why she said that was her sign. Or Scorpios, Sagittarius and Scorpios, they, okay, y'all don't know, all right. Oh, man. Man, that's the most damaging thing I done saw to law enforcement. let them find out her name is on one of those flights out of the country. Why y'all think they subpoenaing everybody that was on that plane and everybody that was traveling with him on planes, and he took her across a state line? Y'all just don't know, man. This trafficking, this sex trafficking, it's crazy. He needs help. He needs help. And like I said, I'm not gonna shit on him just yet, because if there's 1 or 2% chance that he's innocent of all of the accusations that we all making on him on YouTube, all the companies that's making him sell his stocks and disassociating themselves with him. I've been seeing lately a lot of people like Ed Lover and was it my boy Luke and all of them, Benzino, I told y'all about, y'all heard me say that on Vlad, has been coming to his defense lately. Floyd Mayweather. Did y'all hear what 50 Cent said about Floyd Mayweather for coming to his defense? I'll tell you that 50, I love that nigga. It's something about.
All right, y'all, let's talk about the girl at the center of all this drama, Diddy's adopted daughter. Who is she? How did she end up in Diddy's world, girl? It's a story that's got more twists and turns than a roller coaster. So the streets are saying Diddy adopted this young woman a few years back, but here's the tea, it wasn't some big splashy adoption announcement. It was all hush-hush on the down low. Makes you wonder, right, why keep it so quiet now? Let's rewind a bit. This girl, she came from a rough background. We're talking hard times, struggles, the whole nine. Diddy being the big shot he is, swoops, and like some kind of hip-hop superhero, he's all, I'm going to give this girl a better life. Sounds nice, right? But chilly. Sometimes things ain't what they seem at first. Everything looked picture perfect. Diddy showing her off at events, posting her on the gram, acting like daddy of the year. The two of them all smiles for the cameras. But you know what they say, the camera doesn't always tell the whole story. People started noticing things like, why was this girl always at Diddy's wild parties? Why was she hanging around all these older men in the industry? It didn't sit right with some folks, but nobody wanted to say anything.
I want to get into this real quick, man, before we really even get started into this. And it's because something I seen today. This girl, Tiffany Red, she said that she was filing a claim against Diddy. But it touched me crazy, man, because the hurt that I seen in her voice, in her she crying, man, and she worrying about what this dude could do to her and what he has done to her. Man, listen here. I want to let this young lady know, and I know this is not the place for it, brother, but please allow me to say this to her, man. You know what I'm saying? I started this battle long time ago. And the situation is that, bruh, we already won. This was some spiritual that Pop, the spirit of Pop, the spirit of Big, the spirit of Miss Jones, the spirit of Wolf, all the people that he has done wrong, you know, so Black, all the people that he has done wrong, bruh, is coming to light. We already won this spiritual. What we going through right now with these trials and everybody, you know, with this financial situation and everything like that, all that is superficial. That's the physical part of it. The spiritual part of it was won because Big, Pac, Wolf Mother, all the people that he did wrong, bruh, you understand? They already won the battle where we were supposed to win it at. So now we just going through the physical part of it, man. And I want that girl to know, man, that she ain't got to fear no man. She ain't got to fear him, nobody else, man. Whenever she needs, you understand? Whenever she needs somebody to travel, to go with her, to make sure she all right, you know, I'm a phone call away, man. I'm a phone call away. And you know, go ahead with your questioning, man. I just had to get that out, man, because that girl touched a lot of people, man, because all she wanted to do was write music, make music, and show her talent and her love to the people, man. And then she got to feel this way, be fearful and scared of her life and stuff like that. Ma, I ain't scared of no man. You understand? I ain't scared of no man. Nobody that got to put their pants on the same way I do.
I mean, it's Diddy we're talking about who's going to call him out, but now with this body cam footage, lay girl, it's like somebody ripped the lid off Pandora's box. All these questions people were too scared to ask before, they're all coming out now. And let's talk about how this is hitting Diddy's family. You know he's got other kids, right? They got to be feeling some type of way about all this. It's like 1 minute you're part of this big happy family, and the next it's like a bomb went off. The thing is, nobody really knows what's going on behind closed doors. Maybe this girl saw Diddy as her savior, her ticket out of a hard life, or maybe she felt trapped, like she had no choice but to go alone on with whatever he wanted. It's messy, it's complicated, and it's got everybody talking. What's really wild is how this whole situation is making people look at Diddy's past differently. All those times he talked about family first and being a good father, people are side-eyeing those statements now. It's like, was it all just for show called Cranberry? And something and from that point on, yeah. But you got to realize Misa and Kim was friend. He took Misa, he took me, and Kim was friends. He started dealing with Kim over Misa. Kim and Sarah was friend. I mean, hand-to-hand, pots and pans. They was close. They all used to Sarah, Kim, and this other girl. She was from Atlanta. What's her name? It missed me right now. But they all used to hang together. So then he went from Kim to Sarah. He liked to do the girl. Let me tell you, the aftermath of this mess is going to be messier than a toddler eating spaghetti. What happens next, Chile? That's the million-dollar question everybody's asking. The streets are saying Diddy's lawyers are working overtime trying to deplug all the leaks. But you know how it goes. Once the tea spilled, you can't put it back in the cup. Now about Diddy's adopted daughter. The poor thing's probably in hiding, scared to show her face. And can you blame her? This whole situation's got her caught between a rock and a hard place. As for investigations, you best believe the police are digging deep. They smell blood in the water, and they're circling like sharks. And thanks for watching Celebrity Spill, guys. Love you all.